respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. Yeah. I'm about to for real. I'm about to cash for real. Shorty got for real. If it's no masses for real, I want that for real. My for real. Running the game. You speak of me, put big homie in front of my name. For every one of you lames, y'all ain't original. They all sound the same. I stay ballin'. Money like a faucet. It stay running. The bug.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And that'll set him back 5. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 71 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down, Wilcox. Now he'll throw deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Black 58 rail! Black 58!
Mahomes going to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Off play action. Wilcox out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. 1st down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilcox. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. Wilcox. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
On fourth down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 43 yards. Mahomes, the first-year starter, moving the Chiefs right down the field. It's 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. The give is to Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Wilcox. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Off the play fake. Wilcox on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Looking to throw. Wilcox. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilcox. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the others. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep. That's caught at the 25. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 46 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Wilcox steps away. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Green, blue 45, blue 45.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Mahomes now to throw. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They get it to him running left. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
One universal in football, when it's a kicking situation, all right, you're kicking a field goal, an extra point, you're punting, you never want to hear a second thud. That means the block has occurred. Imagine being the guys on the bench right now, the defensive unit. They thought they were going to get a cushion when they went back out on the field. That's no longer there.
They had the chance to take a second-half lead, but the special teams unit, they said, not on our watch. They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. To throw on second down. Wilcox escaping the pressure right. Caught. Safarian Jenkins right side. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Wilcox flushed out right. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ace! Ace! So! Z!
They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now McKinnon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Z.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Back to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the grit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up.